Having a fun time out with your friends at a water park. Getting injured might not be part of your immediate plans, but the fact that everyone managed to carry on, not only somewhat disarming any thoughts that Komi had let them down or upset them, ruined any of their fun, and also still allowing everyone to enjoy themselves. Seemed like quite a good day in the end, even with a minor abrasion. But as we see more of the story, see Komi go further and further out of her comfort zone, try to speak to more people, really gives me hope for the future. Remember, if you're ever struggling with something, work through it slowly, small steps at a time. I'm sure you can accomplish anything. But for now, let's watch some anime. Another day out. And obviously, on a hot day, getting straight into a car with that hasn't had windows open or anything for a while. Maybe the reason they're so quiet, my brother included, they never actually get to talk. Yeah. Is there ever a quiet moment? Even in her thoughts, there's not much going on. And they're all moving on. I think we have some opposition to that comment. But I think it's quite a nice kind of cultural thing where you go to pray and talk to your ancestors. I mean, I've visited graves of relatives or not before, but not as a whole kind of thing. And with the entirety of the family being so complex with their sentences and wording, having that aggressive centre point that would be the mother would probably be a good counterweight to them. And oh no, such lively conversation between them. If only family gatherings for me went so well. And does she have the same kind of issues? Menacing sounds. being one that can creep through the shadows, apparently, is something I can actually get behind. I've scared quite a few people by just walking around normally and no one noticing. Yeah, it's so close. Although I don't think physical torture in the ways of tickling them is a good way of going about it. Maybe a bit too close. What game is that? She's, so touched that she agreed? But she's opened herself up so much. I not heard a single thing of the character or anything, but I can see that might like the brother. Seek her wisdom. Yeah, he needed some stern words. What's going to be the interactions here? Is she going to fawn over her? As opposed to the stern... kind of imagery we're being given? Several. You're going to give a number. How happy for her is she? Managing to actually make some friends. She doesn't need to be so overly worried about her. Immediately while there's no escape from this position. Now. Quick, phone him. Find out who he is. Seriously, they're watching the intro. Oh. Yeah, okay. No, there's really sometimes we're saying no isn't an option. Huh? You actually wore it? Getting the hair done up all nice as well. There are people in the background that are stopping and staring. Is that all he can muster? Whoa. I mean, did you think she wasn't... Wait, is her notebook going to fit in there? Jesus has got an army. Well, at least it's going to be lively. Mutant people skills. And the fact they are just acting as some, hive mind behind them. Is she trying to reply to the compliment? It's been a while since we've got the... Yeah. we've had the vibrating Komi. You might have just killed her. Fair enough. They got the timing there all right. Although she is walking a few steps behind you, is it? I mean, his sister's not here to tell him he's acting weird again. And how big is this festival that the 1,000-strong armada just kind of disappeared into the crowd? Wow, you suck at this. How could she say no to that? You're going to be a veritable marksman. Are you going to end up shooting the stall owner? Also, what's with the get-up? You lose! Well, you're practically I'm sure 1 to 3 is a draw. You got 1 at least. It wasn't too bad. As long as you barrel stuff the chocolates. Ah. To be fair, I'd like to attempt that kind of a test of dexterity and skill. Depending on which shape you end up getting, at least. It might be... Wow, that's impressive. But it might be difficult for them if Nijima starts screaming every time. Or maybe she's having too much... Oh, his shape is a lot easier. Too much fun. I mean, so far she hasn't got over that first syllable, so... Wow, that was a big step forward. At least she's not just hiccuping or something. See, she was trying to... trying to give her the same kind of compliment. It only took several hours, but she finally got there. Apparently, they work really well under high levels of stress. Congratulations, your tongue is blue. Promptly fainted. Huh? I see. To be fair, seems like a good prize. Wonder if the rope itself would be able to hold it up, unless it's just an empty box. I wonder which one it is. Nicely played. The store couldn't make so much money if they let it play on her face so easily. Really, the strategy here really going all out. I wonder what my luck would be just completely ignoring all of the potential clues at play. Congratulations. How did she get her hands on one of them to use as a prize? Hello there. I actually really like the song being chosen for this sequence. Pity prize. She found herself a new servant. What do you do? You're going to feed her. Save! And she's completely dejected for years to come. And now she's lost. Of course, it'd be someone to notice that she's lagged behind, even if the rest of the group, despite how much they fawn over her, apparently didn't see. Big brain. I guess when the ground is your notebook. There's a fair few masks there. How could he look away and not see, be interested while she was writing the note? Probably best she doesn't say that. Lest some people get some strong ideas. Oh, she actually pressed it. Not waiting for a passerby. It's not your home. You should have shut that door. So much earlier. Looks fairly standard. There's so much of a familial connection between them. A smaller version of Tadano that's changed? What do you mean? Yeah, until her personality cuts through and you learn about her. Kidnapped them. It's severe blackmail, that's how they've got them to come along. This is what it's about. So, thank you all for playing along with me and coming to see us all together. Ah, Tadano. Oh no. I very much left my homework till the very last minute, if I ended up actually doing it. Making the use of most of her time there, yeah. How long have they been going on for? Like a few minutes. Yeah, I think having someone stare at you for hours on end might be a little discomforting. But as far as like summer vacations and whatnot go, they had quite a good little vacation. Okay. Wait, you did? He didn't. Yeah, he didn't tell her that. He was distracted in at that moment. It's not just Komi that struggles to talk about plans and the like. I'm getting tears of joy. I guess it's a big moment for her. Actually having friends to spend the time with. Not really. Huh? Yeah, but you don't want it to end for a very different reason. Didn't expect to hear something so blood-curdling. Never knew studying was that painful. But to have a festival, everyone enjoying their days out, time together. Still, experiencing all of the kind of classic festival stalls that we've seen, the goldfish scooping, the pop gun things, etc. But seeing how competitive some of the stall owners can be, it's almost as if there's some shenanigans going on. There have been cases in places like that where it is impossible to win the grand prize. One thing that I really do like about Komi is that, each episode is a collection of small little plot points and gags and story threads, so we get a trip with her family, a festival, studying at home, doing homework. And so much can happen so quickly, and so much character development, and so little character development at the same time. And having a family behind her like that a grandmother that really does care. It might be overly harsh on her father. And building some bridges, Every time I tried talking to you before, you just stared at me menacingly. I'm glad there wasn't anything further behind that. Honestly, when it came to the festival, I kind of expected some more kind of interactions and forcing of people upon a... I'm surprised that it was only a single Frankfurter that was really attempted there. And with the rival there and the soul contract both arriving, doing their things, and leaving Komi completely oblivious to what was going on. She must have been just too enthralled with the carnival games, festival games. And of course, spending time alone with Tadano might have been the highlight of her summer there. I don't know if she's ready to accept it to herself. Her first and best friend there. And has there been times in which I've completely ran out of time to finish my schoolwork? Yes. Has there been a time when I've actually failed to finish my courseware write-up for a major exam? Yes. That was a last scramble at last minute. I have no idea how I didn't fail that course. And I'm expecting, as the Komi universe expands, we get to see more of her family and how they interact. We'll see a lot more of the background of how she became like this, exactly how much or how little her family are helping and or hindering. And if she ever finds herself at a loss as not having a notebook, a pen or a pencil, or even a stick to write in the ground, she at least still has the phone. She can... That is the life of Komi, perpetually terrified of what might happen in going forward. Every conversation is a horror point. Actually reminiscing of those times when I felt somewhat similar. It's a tough one to overcome. Not really much other than time can really help. But some personal belief pushing forward even when things could fail. We all get stronger from our mistakes. And God knows, I've made a few. If you want to help combat that, let me know if you enjoyed this episode. Bring up my self-esteem a little by leaving a like or maybe even a comment. And if you want something for yourself, consider subscribing to the channel. Maybe even join into my Discord. But for now, give yourselves a bit of rest. Actually do your schoolwork if you need to. I'll see you in the next one. My patrons have allowed the festival that is my channel to continue unabated, and whether or not the stalls are indeed rigged is still yet to be seen. But while people are distracted with fish and strings, I need to thank Electricant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sao, Shiwan, Mats, Gurley, Cardboard, Croyville, Ginterman, Jennifer Rojas, D. Theodore, Alvin Garsan, Defender of Segs, Dark Shadow 7899 and everyone else. Because although I may not admit it in person, I really have had a wonderful time.